Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
Hopefully awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. This week's geeky things include Jurassic World, Disney Plus Marvel stuff, Spider-Man, Ryan Gosling, and much more. So we have under music that you don't have to play music.
Oh,
yeah. I appreciate it though. So sit back, relax, enjoy this episode of the Hopefully Awesome Show. Maggie, let's get things started with a walkthrough. It's okay. You did great. It's great. Dynamite music, Maggie.
Dynamite.
Dino DNA. Thanks. Yeah, hey, so in the pre-show, we drink some of these. If you want to know what we thought, head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome where you can...
You can figure out how we thought about by drinking it.
So, Maggie, it's been a couple weeks since we've been here.
Yeah.
How has your weeks been?
Weeks?
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks.
I know.
How have your weeks
Just
been?
love how you said it's been a few weeks.
You make me feel like a natural mango. You have to check out the pre-show.
Am I going back? I've been weeding out our flower bed and also potty training our little girl. And over a week ago, I came into the house and, the get ready to wake her up from her nap from where I've been weeding. And, well, lo and behold, the AC goes out.
Joke's on us.
Joke's on us. 5-day hell that we were
5 days in hell.
Yeah.
The Matt and Maggie story. No, it sucked. We don't air much grievances here, but yeah, no, it was awful. It sucked butt. All right. We bought like 12 fans. Didn't help much. It was still like 90 freaking degrees in here. We abandoned the house on the night before it got fixed because we just couldn't take it.
No, it was like one of the hottest days
so far.
Thus
far.
Apparently in this area.
Yeah. It's weird, Maggie.
Awful.
It's like when I was a kid, it felt like it didn't get this hot, but like it's always hotter.
Wow.
And like it's like I don't know. It's almost like
the world's changing.
It's like it's a hotter, like a warm,
like a greenhouse.
More like a globe of warmth. Like somebody took a blanket around the globe, to kind of like warm it up. Yeah. Like a global
warming
hotness.
Like a
hot globe summer.
There you go.
There it is. Hot globe summer. But no, we finally got it fixed. That's why we're back.
Thank you, Jesus.
But that's why we missed last week.
We couldn't have done the show. We would have been miserable.
Well, one, it would have sucked butt. And for two, although I've not said sucked butt in like 10, 15 years. I have no idea why I've said twice in this episode. But two, all you would have heard is wind. Like this the fans, just constant.
Yeah, that's all you would have heard. The 20 fans we had going at the same time.
It's true. It would have been.
We would have had two little fans in front of us.
It would have. One would say it would have sucked butt. All right.
Yeah. Totally sucked butt. Anyways, we're finally back to somewhat feeling like normal human beings.
Yeah.
It took a few days to finally feel normal.
It's true.
And not feel on edge the whole entire time,
Yeah, I told May I felt like I was just like a sponge.
Yeah.
I will say, okay, so fun little story. It wasn't fun, but so the guy comes over, fixes the air conditioner on Monday, right?
Doesn't tell us that he's coming over.
No, he just get a call. Hey, it's done.
I'm at his mom's waiting with Viv so we could, because I got my hair cut and everything. I was like, we'll just stay over there, be cool.
Yeah, that's when we abandoned the house.
Yeah.
And so we come back and it's like, it's like 85 in here, so it's getting a little bit cooler, right? And then like 20 minutes go by and it gets warmer and we're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And the AC was not working again. So we called, we get them back over, which was a whole thing. And so the next day I'm like, okay, we're gonna
get there.
Call me. I'll be there. All right. I'm at work, but I'm gonna leave. You say this takes 30 minutes. I'm gonna leave. We're gonna do it. All right. So we do that, and then to get all to that was awful. But this is on Tuesday. Shows up, the guy starts putting the fan in because it needed a new fan, and the motor for the fan. I don't know. And so he starts wiring it, and like he leaves an exposed wire
sticking out
of the top of the AC unit, and I'm like, hey, what's this? And he's like, it's fine, don't matter, it's the ground wire. And I was like, okay, but like
that wasn't there before.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt it's supposed to just be exposed to the elements here. Like, it's just a wire just sticking straight up out of this thing, right? Like, fair enough. Like, ground, I don't know. I'm not an electrician. Dude may know more than me, but obviously, I don't know, an exposed wire sticking out of a piece of machinery just does, and he already failed once, right? So it just doesn't instill me with the most hopeful sense, right?
Yeah.
So he puts it back in and turns it on, and sparks and smokes start going everywhere, just everywhere. And I'm like, what the hell is happening?
And he's telling me.
He's cussing, right? Like, this dude is cussing, which is fine. And so he opens it up, and so it had cut, the fan had turned on, cut a wire. That wire was then obviously hot. It was a hot wire. And so it went and melted one of the copper coolant pipes inside of the unit. And so Freon is just everywhere, just spraying everywhere. And so dude has to weld it. And so like this thing was supposed to take 20 minutes and ended up taking like 2.5 hours. It was a GD nightmare. All right. All that to say, it finally got fixed. We're here. We will never use their services again. But yeah, so we survived, you know. And then
really close to coming up here and beating his face in. And Matt
allegedly
said, "Please don't make this situation any worse than what it already is."
I mean,
and Matt's mom's telling me, "Go up there, go up there, go up there." I do it. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm about to." I was mad.
Oh no.
And I was like, either I go up there and I let loose and let him have it with all the rage within me, or I call the cops and tell that MFer to get off our land.
The milk farmer.
Yep, the milk farmer.
But yeah, so anywho, that's why we weren't here last week.
Fun times.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? There are a lot of people that have things way worse than we do. We understand that we're privileged to be complaining about having an air conditioner. So, I mean, you know, at least we had the ability to get it fixed and to pay for it to be fixed and all of that stuff. So, honestly, it's more just a fun story.
I felt like I was back in like high school playing basketball at summer camp.
Because there's just no AC.
Yeah, because there's no AC in the gyms and also no AC in the dorms that we stayed in.
Well, I will say, that sounds horrifying. So while we were trying to beat the heat last weekend, one of the ways we took our mind off things was to watch some movies. Yep. So we actually watched a few things. We watched a few movies.
Yeah, we watched a lot.
Like we watched Draft Day.
Yeah. We got
great movie.
We got in a football mood last
week. Well, like they had iTunes had a lot of sports movies on sale for $5, and so we bought it. We bought that. We bought
Varsity
Blues. What you gotta say? Problematic for sure.
Oh, Lord.
Better than I expected it to still be.
Yeah, it's better than what I thought it would be.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of ahead of its time the way it was dealing with like
concussions.
Yeah, like asshole coaches like sticking needles in teenage boys and stuff, you know? Like, I mean, it was a lot better than I remember. Granted, it still has a lot of issues that are, you know, horrible. So, I mean, Draft Day, we watched that. That was really good. I had seen it before and remembered liking it, but didn't remember why.
It was good.
God, it was so good. Shock.
Really good.
I was shocked. I think I gave it a 5 on Letterboxd. I was like, this is great. Like, I loved it. I laughed. I cried. Like, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman was in it,
Yeah.
he was phenomenal. Like, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
And our boy Tom Welling from
Tom
Smallville,
Welling.
going back to Smallville fame. And then we also watched Fire Island. So this is going to be in our movies list, the ranking for the summer. So, Maggie, what'd you think of Fire Island?
By the way, you can find Fire Island on Hulu. If anybody's needing to know.
The Who. Nobody has ever called
I've really enjoyed it because there are now starting to be more stories like this being told.
Yes.
Within the LGBTQ TQ plus. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's hard.
It's okay.
But a lot more stories are being told.
Yeah.
At which they need to be told.
Absolutely.
Especially to, see that they're humans.
Yeah.
Just like us dealing with relationships and friendships, which there's the same thing. But it's just nice to see that story to be told.
Absolutely.
And all the men, and I mean, there's a lot of men. They did an awesome job. Of course, our boy from SNL, Bowen Yang, is in it.
Is fantastic. Oh my gosh.
And the lead guy, he's really good. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
And the director did a fantastic job too.
Look it up, to be honest.
From what I looked up from all the actors, all of them were basically in comedy.
Yeah.
And also Margaret Cho's a comedian also. It's just really good. It was really fun. Very good story.
Joel Kim Booster. Bowen Yang. Margaret Cho. He was really good. Conrad Ricamora.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm.
He was really good at it. No, I thought, honestly, I'm with you. Like, I was trying to find Andrew On is the director. And Joel Kim Booster wrote it. But no, like, I'm with you. I thought it was really fun. I will say, I mean, is it rated? Yeah, it's rated R. So, I mean, just from a, like, nudity standpoint. Like, I mean, it's on the same line as, like, The Hangover or Bridesmaids. Like, it's that kind of style. Probably, I would say, though, with a lot more heart than those.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's really funny. Like, I mean, it was really good. I really enjoyed a lot of it, for sure. I mean, the whole thing. I don't know if I said a lot of it. Like, it was the whole thing. Yeah. And also, it was 90 degrees in our house. So, like, watching them being on an island and, like, hot, and I was hot, like, I don't know if that added to it. Like, I still laughed. So I feel I was miserable and it was able to break that.
And also, also when we watched it, it wasn't the hottest day in our house either. So that helps. I think because we had to stress out about, whenever you watch this movie, you're stressed out about how this one person handles everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you're like, why are you doing this? Why don't you just go talk to this person? Just talk it out. And I think that's what took our mind off the heat, was because we were stressed about that character's problems and we weren't worried about our problems at the moment.
Yeah. It was really good. I really liked it. So we got that. We also watched this weekend. We watched Night of the Coconut.
Patrick H. Willems again.
Finally, he's been working on this for 2 years. I appreciate the Dino DNA there. Again.
That's more leaning towards a Funhouse thing.
I have no idea.
They're spitting some fire again.
Oh, you talking to me, Adrian? Anyway, sorry, that was random.
Sorry.
So Night of the Coconut finally came out. Patrick H. Willems' season finale for his YouTube channel. Honestly, I'm not going to try and break it all down. He has both a 2-hour video you can watch that breaks it down, and he also has a 5-minute recap that you can watch to break it down.
Only on Nebula.
That's right. It did cause us to sign up for Nebula, and I like it so far. Honestly, like I'm a big fan of watching stuff on YouTube. That's like the most generic thing anyone has ever said. I'm a big fan of watching YouTube videos. Okay, I like movies; they're just good. But no, Nebula has like the more I don't want to say pristine, but like just the essay type videos that you
Video
find.
essays.
Yes, and they also have like the animation stuff. Like I think not Jaden, but somebody that works with Jaden is on there. Jaden Animations.
Yeah.
Nerd Sync is on there. Of course, Patrick H. Willems. What is it? Todd in the Shadows.
Yeah, Todd in the Shadows.
He's great. I love his stuff. But anyway, it's a really good little streaming service. I think it's you can get it for like $11.99 for a year. So we just got to click through a few things, didn't get to watch too much. But as far as Night of the Coconut goes, I will say, shocked at the production value that was in it. I was just smiling from ear to ear the whole time.
It was fun.
I think I even put this in my letterbox thing that I appreciated it. I feel like I liked it more for the reason it exists, right? And the behind the scenes stuff more than the actual movie itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, I don't know if I would just say like, hey mom, you need to watch Night of the Coconut, right? I don't think like it's a very specific taste for this, right? But I loved it. It honestly reminded me of something I would do, or would have done, back 10 years ago when I was still doing magic videos, But yeah, so it was. I really enjoyed that. And then yesterday, Maggie, we watched Father of the Bride, the new one on HBO Max. What'd you think of that?
I loved it. It's a very sweet movie. I don't know. Should we tell what's different about it or no? I mean, it tells you in the trailer.
We don't get in specifics, but
well, basically, it's Steve Martin, Father of the Bride. Classic 90s movie. Well, they retell it, but this time the mom and dad are going to get a divorce.
Yes.
While the daughter is wanting to get married. And of course,
and they're Cuban.
Yeah. And their daughter is wanting to get married to somebody that's from Mexico.
Yeah.
And so it's
completely different.
It's different
in a good way.
It's all about, traditions.
Yes.
Wanting to keep those traditions, but yet, you have to realize that you can't always keep traditions the way you grew up with them or whatever,
right.
so to speak.
It's more about why than what.
Yeah.
Right. Like the why of traditions is typically for feeling close to family and, love and things like that. And so like if you're, a slave to doing things just out of tradition without, growing with the times or growing with the love of your family, then, that's you're being subservient to that as opposed to what the tradition was supposed to be in the first place, which was to share love with each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's great. That's probably way more astute than what they were actually going for, just so you know.
But it's really good.
Yeah. I didn't feel...
Andy Garcia.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's so good at
He
it.
is really good.
And I didn't... Honestly, if it hadn't been called Father of the Bride, like I feel like it's a name-only thing, right?
Yeah.
Now, granted, I mean, they do say Father of the Bride multiple times. So it definitely fits. And I can see why they did it from like a marketing standpoint, like you can kind of trade in on the name a little bit, and that's fine. The Father of the Bride franchise wasn't doing anything anyway. So we might as well get a little extra eyeballs on it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like it. Honestly, we were watching it. I was like, why wasn't this in theaters? Like, or at least released enough. Like, this was a direct to HBO Max movie. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But like, it could have been, this would have been a good April or August or September movie. Like a
wedding
good
season movie.
Yeah, I mean, if freaking like Monster-in-Law and My Best Friend's Wedding, if those things can go into theaters, then this easily could have.
Yeah,
It would have been good.
Yeah,
but yeah, I liked it. Well, cool. So we've got those. We will rank all of those at the end once we get done with our main topic. So for now, let's get into the news. It's time for the news. First news story. In TV news, Miss Marvel episode 1 and now 2 has hit Disney Plus. Hey, what are your thoughts on Miss Marvel? We don't have to break it down. We're not going to spoil anything.
No. I absolutely loved it.
Yes.
I love the look.
Gosh.
I love the story. I love the girl that plays Miss Marvel.
The aesthetic.
Yes, and the guys that direct it.
Yes.
How it's wrote. I love everything about the music. Everything.
Yeah, the music. There's a specific scene in episode 2. It's surrounded by music and some lip syncing, and it's wonderful.
Yes.
Honestly, and we'll do a big thing about it, like when it finally wraps up. So we won't dive too deep into it, but I will say it's on its way to being like, it's already, unless they tank it, right? Unless they just tank it by the end. I would say it's already in my top 10 for sure. If not, like, top 5. Yeah. Or even, I told this to Maggie last week. I was like, it might end up being my number 1, man. Like, it's so good. I mean, I know, I think right now it's Endgame and then Spider-Man No Way Home. But honestly, it's the originality of it, the feeling of it, I love, it's literally everything that I want from anything. Not just a Marvel show, but a movie or like just the whole thing is just, love it. Love it so much.
Chef's kiss.
Is that about where you're thinking as far as ranking?
Yes. I know a lot of people were asking themselves, who was this made for?
Yeah. Everyone.
And I don't know. I mean, I am not of, Middle Eastern descent or anything, but I relate. What? Islamic. Yeah. But I see a lot of myself in her because when I was a kid, I would daydream like that. I would, in my brain, act like I was in the music video, or I would doodle a lot on my math notes. I can relate to that. When you don't want to exist at school, you want to be elsewhere. Yeah. And I totally get that. Yeah. And this show needed to happen, not only because of that, but because girls like her need somebody like that.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. 100%. And I mean, I'll be honest, I think everyone should watch this. Like, and I know you're not saying it's made just for these people. I understand that. Like this group, right? For women or whatever. But like, obviously anybody that lets that deter them from watching it. Like, it's one thing if it's like a high school thing, like you just don't like watching high school stuff.
I totally get that.
I get that. But I mean, if it's literally because she's a woman or because she's not white, then you're an idiot. I mean, I'm sorry. Hate to put that fine of a button on it, but I mean, give it a freaking chance. Like, maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll realize, hey, there's more to this world than what's, the 4 feet in front of you, Yeah. And that's the point, right? Like, that's the point of good art, right? Of good movies and TV shows. They change us. They make us see things from other perspectives. That's the whole point, right? Like, if you're only watching stuff that is your place in the world, then you're missing out on everything. I mean, if that's the case, you shouldn't be watching Harry Potter. You shouldn't be watching Star Wars. You shouldn't be watching Lord of the Rings, because it's not about you. It's about a Hobbit and a space wizard and a real wizard. you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's great. I don't know. I can't imagine anyone having legitimate negative feelings about this. Like, I mean, I know there's the whole thing about her powers not being the same as the comics.
I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's not like what it should like it is in the comics.
Stretchy powers are just not
stretchy
easy to
powers
do.
don't
Don't look right.
Yeah, they don't translate well to screen.
And granted, they may end up whatever. I don't know. They could end up like doing something where she does end up getting it by the end of the series. I don't know, but I kind of hope they don't. But if they do, I'm sure the MCU is cracked to be able to figure out a way to do it. But like, if they're just like, no, it look goofy as shit, then it's like, okay, I trust you, and I'd rather it look good than look goofy as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so moving on. Speaking of goofy as shit, that's what we're gonna do this time. I Am Groot, the short series.
Oh,
it's a series of shorts, hits Disney Plus on August 10th. What do you think, Maggie?
I mean, it's Groot. It's supposed to be Baby Groot, right? Right?
Sorry.
Baby Groot? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Who doesn't like Baby Groot?
The one from Guardians 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's James Gunn talked about it on Twitter. Someone asked if it's canon, and he said yes, asterisk. Like, I don't think that's exactly how he worded it, but like, there's nothing in it that builds to anything, but there's nothing in it that negates anything. So
okay.
Like it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, if he needs to do something that goes against what's in this, then it's not canon. Like, it'll be the first thing to go if it has to, right?
Gotcha.
But yeah, so August 10th we'll be getting that series. I'm excited. I like this idea of doing like these short form Marvel things.
Yeah.
You know? We got a little bit of that with What If. I kind of honestly I'd prefer more one shots as opposed to stuff like that. Like the All Hail the King from Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
I think it was on Thor Dark World. But yeah, you know, those things. I'd love if they just did more stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they do Pixar, so I feel like Marvel could easily do stuff. Any other thoughts,
Sorry,
Maggie?
No.
Speaking of goofy as shit. In movies, I'm going to stop using that one because that's a negative thing, and all these are negative. Movie news this week. We're kind of doing news from the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, but
deal with it.
Yeah. So Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse announced who their villain will be, and it is the Spot.
Matt lost his mind.
And it will be voiced by Jason Schwartzman.
Yes.
Dude, let me tell you. Maggie, first
he plays such a good villain.
Before I say anything, what are your thoughts? Do you have any thoughts about the Spot?
I'll be honest. I don't really know much about the Spot other than what you have told me.
Nobody did.
Other than what you've told me about it. That's it.
Sweet. Dude, let me tell you. All right? Let's just back up here and make a little... We're going to go on the off-ramp, but then we're going to realize we should have actually stayed on the highway. So we're going to just take the on-ramp back up.
Okay.
All right, we're just going to go straight across. We're not going to go too far down the road, okay?
All right.
But we are going off the ramp and back on the ramp. Okay.
Gotcha.
So, Spider-Man 94, or whatever it's called. The Fox Kids Spider-Man animated series.
90s Spider-Man, y'all.
Oh my God, I loved it. That is my Spider-Man.
That was mine too.
I know, well, I'm just saying, like, that's when I think of Spider-Man. Like, when I read a Spider-Man comic, that's the voice I hear in my head is that dude.
When I think of Venom,
yeah,
that's what I think of.
Well, and the way they did Venom is so good.
Yes.
Like with the rock
They
and
did
the
it,
moon
yeah.
and all that stuff.
They did it right.
They did it good. They did it first.
Eddie.
And I'm the Rhino. It's just a dude in a big gray unitard.
Remember when we was like watching an episode of that ballet every night?
Yeah, dude. And then we gave up.
We gave up.
We got to Morbius and was like, we're done. We didn't get to Morbius. But in that series, now granted, I have not rewatched this series since. Okay. So my memory may be a bit fuzzy. Mm-hmm. I watched the highlights, like I watched some of the specific episodes, like the Daredevil episode.
Yeah.
And, the finale, of course, the series finale. But I remember the spot because the spot was like this dude in a total white suit, and he had this technology where it was like this little square device, and I think it had like a little like a satellite dish, like a thing on the top of it, yeah. And like you'd turn it on with like a hard switch, right? Beep, 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 and it would shoot out a black hole. All right, and like he would jump in it, and then he would, while in the black hole, would turn on the device, come out somewhere else.
Portal?
Yeah, it was portals. Yeah, it's all it was just portal. Yeah,
portal?
Yeah, but it was a black hole, right? And so then somehow, I forget exactly what happens, but he gets fused with it. And so his body is the black holes.
Wow.
And so, but he can like take them off and throw them, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like remember the hole?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah,
It's like that.
I know what you're talking about.
But instead of it just making stuff disappear, it like opens rifts in dimensions, right?
Oh my god.
And so something happens. I think he dies. I forget exactly what happened. Maybe he gets sucked into a black hole or something. I don't know. Something happens and he's gone. But the Green Goblin gets a hold of this stuff, the device, and he starts using it. And I think it was the season finale. It ends and he like opens a portal. They're on top of the bridge, right?
Yeah.
He opens a portal, drops Mary Jane into it, or she gets knocked off and falls into it. And it closes, and then the device breaks. Mary Jane's gone forever. Yeah. So like,
poor Peter.
Like, so that's their way of doing like the Gwen Stacy story without like, cracking her neck. I don't know why that made me laugh. Shouldn't make me laugh. It's awful.
Yeah, it should not make you laugh.
I think it's more
I think it's too late at night.
It's the noise I made for it, to be honest. And it just devastates Peter, and then I think we don't see it for much after that. And then like there's a whole thing where Mary Jane comes back, and none of that matters. But it turns out it wasn't really Mary Jane. I won't say anymore, just in case anybody wants to watch it. But so Mary Jane is gone again. And so then they do the Secret Wars, and then that leads to the Spider Wars, I believe is what it's called. Or Final Wars, maybe. Where there is, in another multiverse, there is a Peter that has been taken over by the Carnage symbiote. And he is going to use the black hole technology to destroy every universe in existence. Okay. And so they have to get a group of Spider-Men together.
Hey.
Dude, it's so freaking good.
Hey, Sony, there's your next story.
Well, that's the thing. Like, literally, Across the Spider-Verse is straight up, like, just this story.
Oh, that's what it's going to be,
like, that's, I mean, close enough anyway, And so, like, just the fact that the Spot is kind of, the thing the catalyst that starts this whole huge thing in that series, it's awesome. It was actually served as inspiration for Crisis on Infinite Mats. So there's that. But now everybody turn your blinker back on.
Okay.
And we're back on. So, The Spot. I don't know. I mean, it's Jason Schwartzman. It's going to be good. It's going to be great.
Jason Schwartzman plays a brilliant villain always.
And the Spot is such a nothing character that, like, you can do anything with it. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to care, But yeah, so. Speaking of nobody caring.
Yeah.
Spider-Man No Way Home returns to theaters in September with the, quote, the more fun stuff version.
What makes it more fun?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows, Maggie. They've not even told. They've not told what.
So do we get more ad-lib things like from the Spider Boys?
Spider blood, dude. That might be it. Like remember the leaked stuff where he said spider blood.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Spider, yeah.
You got spider blood?
You got spider blood? Yeah.
And like that wasn't in the movie. So maybe that's going to be in the movie. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be that thing they did for Endgame. Where they put Endgame back in the theaters and they didn't add anything.
Would it be kind of like how they did...
Don't say Deadpool. Is that what she was going to say? Deadpool 2? No, it's not going to be that.
Because I know they chopped out stuff, but they added stuff.
Yeah. They made it PG-13.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be like that.
Okay.
There's no way. No, this is just... It'll probably have a blooper reel. If I had to guess, okay, this is a hard guess. I'm going to say it's the exact same movie, but there will be things pre and post. That's it. I think that's the whole thing, right? Maybe a blooper reel. Maybe, I don't know, music video to the Fox Kids Spider-Man cartoon. Spider-Blood, radioactive Spider-Blood.
Best guitar solo.
Spider-Blood. Any thoughts on that, Megan?
They just want money. That's it.
Speaking of Spider-Blood. Wait. No,
that doesn't work.
Here,
redo.
Okay. Speaking of that not working.
Okay.
Doctor Strange 2. It's Disney Plus on Wednesday, June 22nd, a.k.a.
Yeehaw.
day after tomorrow, on the day this releases.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's Wednesday.
Well, guess what I'm going to sit our child in front of for hours.
No.
I just want to see his reaction.
This is visually.
No,
like,
I wouldn't. You know I wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't.
I wouldn't
It'd probably
do
be
that.
scary. It's kind of scary, man.
It's scary.
I'm scared. Oh, Maggie. So yeah, everybody rejoice. Hey, if you're
Will Andy's afraid.
I'm your big daddy, and I'm gonna kiss the boo boo. But yeah, so if you're watching this and you haven't seen Doctor Strange, please know we have a Doctor Strange commentary on our Patreon, patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. But we also reviewed Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness mere weeks ago. So you should head over and listen to our spoiler cast once you have watched it. We talk about some things that I honestly didn't care for. We really liked it. We ranked it pretty high. Like, we came out net positive on it, but there was a couple things I was like, I don't know. Maggie,
Doctor Strange is my homeboy.
Speaking of being a homeboy, Disney's Hercules live action movie is going to be directed by Guy Ritchie.
The same guy that did the live action Aladdin and many other
things.
Many other things that used to be married to Madonna. Fun times.
Did they really?
Yeah. I don't think that ended well. But I enjoyed the live action Aladdin.
I did too. It's probably my favorite live action adaptation.
I think a lot of people say that now. Out of all the live action
I was not
stuff.
expecting to like it based off the music.
Yeah.
Because like we had heard the music.
But it grows on you.
Grew on me, man. Let me just tell you.
Especially Prince Ali.
Yes. Oh my God. When that drops, holy shit, man. Oh my God. That is a dynamite drop.
Yeah. But I think a lot of... Well, also,
gotta
I really
keep
like Mulan.
one jump ahead of the hip, man. Mulan was good.
I love Mulan, though.
Mulan was good.
It was
I would say it's my second favorite.
Anyways,
Lady and the Tramp. Dead last. The Lion
King.
Sorry. Ugh, man. What?
Gut-wrenching. Anyways, I loved Hercules, the animated one.
Zero
just to be clear.
hero.
Loved the movie as a kid. Really loved the music. I actually watched the Saturday morning cartoon of when he was a teenager. Yeah. I loved, because at some point in school, we kind of touched on all the gods.
Yeah.
Greek gods and stuff. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So whenever Hercules came, I was like, oh my God, this is like, there's this
That's
god,
the
there's this
dude.
one, there's this one, and it's just I really like their take on it.
Yeah.
I just don't know if he's gonna do the music, because the muses do such a good job singing.
He did it in Aladdin.
Yeah, but right now it's just live action, and a lot of people's like, great, they're gonna take out the music.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure Aladdin, they said it was just live action. They didn't say that they were going to do the music. Sorry, you had an eyelash.
Thanks.
I think they'll do it.
They should, at least for the muses.
Well, and plus, I think they've realized that taking the music out doesn't work.
No.
Like, I think that they've noticed that.
Yeah.
Because anytime that they've done that, it's not.
Like,
And I feel like even in Lion King, it felt shoehorned. Because it felt like they had decided to take it out, and then Disney was like, we gotta put that back in there. Yeah. I'm really glad, honestly, that they have decided to stop trying to do, like, live action adjacent films.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just do the normal one. I don't want to see a movie about the Mad Hatter. I don't want to see a movie about Maleficent, you know? I'm sure it's probably great. But, like, just do the movie.
Maleficent isn't bad.
Like, imagine if they did a movie. It wasn't Aladdin, it was Iago. You know? Like, nobody wants to watch that.
I don't watch a movie about that bird.
I mean, I don't know. Now that we're talking about it, I'd probably watch that.
I don't know.
Or Jafar. Honestly, it'd probably be more like Jafar.
I want a movie about oh, crap, I can't think of that bird's name off of The Lion King.
Zazu?
Zazu. I want a movie about Zazu, but
It's
John
still
Oliver.
So let me ask, over under, are we getting Frozen live action within the next 10 years?
I bet we are.
I agree. I'd say by
bet we are.
2030, we will have either heard of or seen a trailer or something for Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do we get Wreck-It Ralph?
Don't do Wreck-It Ralph.
Why? Do Wreck-It Ralph. Who
God,
cares?
that'd be terrifying.
Nah. Just let it still be John C. Reilly. Whatever you do. It has to still be John C. Reilly. I'd love it.
That's bonkers.
Speaking of bonkers, speaking of hot coffee,
I like coffee.
Ryan Gosling, first image of Ryan Gosling as Ken in the Barbie movie. Yowza.
Warner Brothers handing out that candy.
Warner Brothers getting their abs. I got nothing. 7-minute abs.
I think this image.
What? Oh God, we're gonna have to cut all this.
No, I think this picture. I mean, see Margot Robbie in the convertible.
Yeah.
Was like awesome.
Yeah.
But then they released this, and like everybody's like, "Oh, great! They're making a movie about Barbie. Woohoo!"
Who said that?
Well, Matt, I read comments on Twitter. It's horrible.
That's your own thing, Maggie. Like that's your own fault.
Anyways, I think this made more people sold on this idea. That
It better have. Listen.
Just the comments on that picture alone is the best thing to read because it's all positive.
Anybody that
It's
looks
so
at that
funny.
photo and does not immediately feel positive about something in their lives, all right, it's great. It's great.
It is.
Like,
it is
because
great.
it's either funny,
yeah,
or sexual, right? Or amazing, just in a I can't believe this is real kind of way, right?
like somebody posted the picture from the dean from Community and says,
I did that.
Yeah, but there was other people that did that too. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry you thought you was the only one.
I mean, I knew there'd be others. But
I just
it's great. If you haven't seen this photo, it's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's amazing.
And also, it shows like his underwear.
Yeah.
Top of it. And it says Ken on it
Instead of Calvin Klein.
Instead of Calvin Klein. It was great.
And now, isn't the guy from Shang-Chi, isn't he also playing a version of Ken?
I think
that's
so.
like, I know he's in it, but like, isn't
Yes.
that the thing, is that they're all versions of Ken?
Yeah.
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 That's going to be
I
ridiculous.
think you're right.
So I mean, obviously he's got. I mean, he'll nail it. Like
Yes.
he'll be fine. But I have no idea what this Barbie movie is gonna be.
No,
And
does.
I'm in.
Rom-com. That's what Google labels it as.
I'm in for it. I don't care at this point. Why the hell not?
Shang-Chi is another Ken. Also, there is another Ken. I cannot pronounce his name. I'm so scared.
What's he been in?
I'm looking.
Did I say Will Ferrell is in this movie?
Yes, Will Ferrell is in it.
What? What is this movie?
Oh, he was in. He was in Doctor Who.
There you go.
He must be a British actor because there's a Netflix show called Sex Education. He's in.
Okay.
Yeah. So
It's not Mickey, is it?
no, it's not Mickey. He's from Rwanda.
Oh, that's cool.
I wish there was a. I don't want to mess up his name. He's very pretty.
It's okay.
He plays another Ken. I don't want to mess up his name.
It's
I
okay.
don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
No, you're fun. You're fun.
Kate McKinnon's gonna be in it.
Oh my god. Oh, please be. What was her sister?
There's
Stacy.
Stacy's smaller, younger though. She's like a teenager.
Yeah.
Skipper.
Oh god. Please let her be Skipper.
Will Ferrell does not have a name underneath him. Issa Rae is supposed to be an African American Barbie.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be so good.
Ray Perlman. This is gonna be a really.
Who's Ray Perlman?
Married to Danny DeVito. She's on Cheers.
Oh, I was thinking of Ron Perlman. I was very confused.
America Ferrera.
Wow. This movie is so random. I love it.
I cannot wait.
I'm more excited for this movie than like most DC movies at this point.
Who are you?
All right, we can break down the IMDb later.
Okay.
All right. So, no, you're fine. So, yeah, check out that photo.
Yeah.
Speaking of checking it out, Ghostbusters Afterlife is getting a sequel, and it will follow the Spengler family again. So it's either Ghostbusters Afterlife Part 2, Ghostbusters 4, or Ghostbusters 5, depending on how you're looking at it. So,
That's very confusing.
it is very confusing. They'll probably just call it Ghostbusters the next
Batch.
mutation. Yeah, the next batch.
Those gremlins.
That's great.
Those gremlins too.
I'd watch it. No, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters Afterlife was really good.
Yeah, it
so
was
I'm
a
excited
good
to see
story.
Another one. Yeah. Any thoughts? Anything else? I think we're about done with the news. That was our button. Speaking of almost done, hey, there were last week, but now 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
there were new trailers for Black Adam, Prey, and Disney's animated feature Strange World. We did trailer reactions to those, so you should go check them out. That was 2 weeks ago. So there you go. Let's see. So, all that being said, we are going to move into our main topic.
My contacts are drying out.
It's time for the main topic. Maggie's contacts are drying out.
Yeah.
Hey, if you didn't know, you could have listened to this on Patreon. Ad free. And extended. All
I
that
feel
stuff.
like you're trying to scare them.
Hey, if you didn't know, you could have done that. Anyway, I don't know.
Hey, I'm a walking here.
Christopher Walken here. Anyway, so our main topic, we are going to discuss Jurassic World Dominion. So let's start off with spoiler free.
Okay.
We'll do spoiler free. I don't know if we'll end up having spoilers to talk about. If we do, we'll do a spoiler section. Okay. I don't think we'll have spoilers to discuss. Maybe we might. I don't know. We'll figure that out. So we watched this movie. Now it's been 2 weeks ago. So I know.
Oh, what a great day that was. The day before the air conditioning went out.
So first off, we came out of the movie theater feeling pretty high.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't asked you this. Do you still feel as good about it now as you did the day we left the theater?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like looking back on, I'm like, is there any part of me that feels differently about this movie since we watched it?
Did you say, this is the part of me?
No.
Okay.
And no, I enjoyed all of it.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Oh, no.
All right.
I'm
Here's
scared.
what I'm going to say.
I'm so scared.
Jurassic World Dominion, you have heard it time and again how much trash this movie is. How garbage. 1 out of 5. It sucks. It's worse than Transformers. Is the worst fucking film you could have ever seen in your life. Okay?
Whoa,
that is what
easy.
the people are saying on the interwebs. All right? And I am here to tell you right now.
Oh, this is our hot take.
That those people are 100% wrong. All right?
That could win either way, man.
This movie is amazing. And I'm standing here today. I'm sitting at this table telling you right now, this movie, I'm going to say it. All right, I'm going to say it. You ready? I'm going to say it. Okay? This movie is better than Top Gun Maverick. All right? I've said it. I said it.
Hey, and you thought, oh God, he's up there.
Yeah, we all. What was the movie? I think it was Rocket's More Life. What are you saying?
Well, you know how we came back feeling all great about it. Like, we love this.
Yes.
We love this happening. We love that happening. And
Yeah.
And then then we find out other people didn't like those things happening. They thought it was too much.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here to tell you, we got some people on our side.
Some other people agreed that
Yes,
it's amazing.
I'm gonna drop some names.
Amazing.
I'm gonna drop some names.
Okay, hey, drop some names, Margaret.
My name's not Margaret.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's not Margaret.
I'm very touchy
You're
about
very
that.
touchy about that. I forgot. I'm very sorry. It is very late, and I'm very sorry.
It's okay. I forgive
All right,
you.
Maggie,
I forgive you.
Maggie, drop
I'm
some
dropping
names.
some names. Well, I come to find out this past Monday, I was getting my hair cut.
Yeah.
That Lindsay and Zeppelin
Oh.
also loved Jurassic World.
I'm very sorry to Zeppelin for using foul language. All right. You should.
That's why I said, whoa.
You should read a book, and you should learn better language so you don't end up like me.
They are big fans of the show.
Well, hey, Zeppelin.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all he's got.
Thanks for being a fan. Hey, Zeppelin, did you know that you could have went to
No,
patreon.com?
no, he doesn't have a job. Don't listen to him. You've met me. You haven't met him. Listen to me. Don't
Zeppelin,
listen to him.
you're great, man. You're cooler than
good.
lead. Led Zeppelin.
Oh my God.
You're welcome. There you go. All right. So
I'm sorry, y'all.
So
anyways, we got people on our side.
I like it.
They agree that it's awesome.
We'll tell them to mount up because we're going on a battle for this. All right. Because we're getting ready to get the entire world coming against us. An entire Jurassic World Dominion. Thank you. No, this movie, listen. Is this movie Jesus? No.
No,
right.
Clearly not.
Is this movie close? Yeah, it is. Maggie, listen.
Thomas, I'm calling Thomas midnight.
Here's the thing, okay? We watched the Jurassic Park movies leading up to this.
Yes.
If you don't know, we actually did a commentary for Jurassic Park over on patreon.com/please. All right.
For only $1.
For a buck.
You join the movie club.
Did we talk about Whoopi Goldberg's Cop Dino movie? Maybe.
Did we watch the whole trailer? What was watching Jurassic Park?
Maybe. You might need to just go check that out for a buck. But we watched Jurassic Park, It was like, my God, still
Perfect.
Still perfect. All right. It was for the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time. It was tied.
Whoa.
Whoa. For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time.
We need to cut the crap, man.
Anyway. We'll have to put that on the Spotify playlist. So anyway, it was tied for first with Back to the Future in my heart of hearts. Yes. Okay. Since then, Your Name took number 1, and then Back to the Future is number 2. Jurassic Park dropped to number 3. But all that aside, I love Jurassic Park. Then we watched The Lost World. And God dang it, I was so mad that movie exists. It's not good. I don't know why it exists. I don't know why that's what they thought to do.
Just Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was still like, it was well made, kind of. Like, the effects weren't as good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there was some stuff that was still good in it, but just, man, just a bad decision of the way to go about this one, you know. But we did get the T-Rex. I mean, that whole scene is like the only good thing of that. Which is still not good though. Then we watched Jurassic Park 3. Even worse. Like,
Alan.
Oh my God. Just awful. Jurassic Park 3. The dinosaurs look awful.
Yes.
The movie is not good. There's nothing. I don't know. I really, really dislike that movie. Like, why do the dinosaurs look so bad? Like, it looks like an Anaconda film. You know? Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, golly, it's awful. Like that duck T-Rex thing, and like it's like it's made out of claymation or something. Like, God, I don't. And remember the one scene, Maggie. Remember the one scene where they walk through a bush, right? And Alan Grant moves the bush back, right? And they're all standing perfectly framed behind him, and a T-Rex leans up and is like, And he's like, don't move a muscle.
And everybody runs.
And then, like, it growls. And then they run. It's like a sitcom.
Yeah.
It's like we was watching the dinosaurs. Remember the dinosaurs? Like the mama. Remember that? Yeah, it's
honey,
like that.
The theme song's playing in my head right now.
I wish an asteroid had hit the movie set during the filming of Jurassic Park 3, because that was awful. All right?
Be nice.
Listen. Joe Johnston went on to make Captain America. So there you go.
Yeah.
But still not a good movie. So then, you know, we then watched Jurassic World. Now, I remember watching Jurassic World in theaters. I actually went and watched it in IMAX.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I remember really loving it. Like, I remember thinking that it was actually a good sequel to Jurassic Park. Like the first, sorry, I got the hiccups. The first good sequel that we had gotten since the first film.
Yeah.
Upon our rewatch of it, it didn't hit as hard as I remembered it hitting. I liked it. Still liked it.
Still enjoyed it.
But like, I remember it being like, I remember walking out of the theater of that one and being like, oh my God, they did it. They did it.
They did
and like,
it.
There's this whole thing in my head about the commentary that it has on like modern cinema versus like classic cinema. Classic cinema being Jurassic Park, which is not classic cinema, but like the Indominus Rex representing.
It is now.
Yeah, exactly. But like the Indominus Rex represents, you know, like the giant dinosaur transformers and. You know, the moon shattering the earth, right? Like it being all of that stuff. And how the T-Rex, the classic T-Rex, was enough to take it on and destroy it, which is to say that, you know, the movies...
Classics will never die.
Yeah, it was a Sandlot moment for sure. Legends never die, kid. But yeah, and then when we rewatched it, no, it wasn't... No, that was really there. I think it was just me. But yeah, so I mean... Still liked it. It was still number 2. So it was like Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
And then we watched Fallen Kingdom. And yeah, that was was rough.
Oh,
I think we
rough.
even talked a little bit about this on our last episode.
Yeah.
Now that I'm remembering.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, we already.
Yeah, because we had an argument.
Yeah. I forgot
which
we
one
did
should
this.
be last.
I feel bad that we just recovered all this. Anyway, all that to say, didn't like that. But then we watched the short film Battle at Big Rock or Big Bulge or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. I think it's Big Rock. I don't know. But that was really good. And I was like, this whole Jurassic World, like the dinosaurs being throughout the world, that could be really, really good.
Yeah.
And if the third Jurassic World movie ends up being good, that could retroactively make Fallen Kingdom better. And I'm happy to say that it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the little girl, little clone girl. Again, we're spoiler free. So we won't talk about that. But like just her character is better in this. Like just the way they handle that. And just the dinosaurs existing in the world. Now, it still doesn't make any sense as far as like the 20 dinosaurs breaking out. Being a liberal estimate of 50 dinosaurs somehow are able to take over the entire world. But yeah, this, I loved it. Like just, I don't know. I don't really know what to say without spoiling anything. It did everything correct. Like there was nothing in it that I felt that they did wrong, that there was any flaws or whatever. I will say this is just our opinion. Okay. I'm not trying to say that.
We're not film critics.
Yeah. Like I'm not trying to say that this movie is
This is not our job.
Yeah. I wish it was. And it could be if you head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome.
Quit bullying people.
I'm not bullying. So anyway, I mean, if you have a difference of opinion, that's fine. That's the point of all this, right? We all have opinions. So we're not trying to devalue your opinion. We are just here to say we really enjoyed this movie. I think we should probably talk spoilers because I really want to talk about a couple of things.
Okay.
I don't want to say too much.
Okay.
So what we'll do, do you want to go ahead and rank and then talk spoilers? No, let's save the rank till after because what we talk about in the spoilers may change things. So we're going to do spoilers. It'll be in the time codes. Let's put it in the time codes. We're going to talk spoilers. Probably not long, maybe 10 minutes at most. But yeah, then we'll come back. We'll rank all the movies that we've watched this week. So all that being said, before we get into spoilers, we hope that you like the movie. You should definitely go check it out when you have the chance. Be it at home, safely. Obviously, COVID is still a thing. And if you do not feel comfortable going to the theater, that is totally fine and acceptable and perfectly reasonable. We found a dead time to go watch. We've found dead times to go watch most movies in theaters that we've watched, where there's nobody around us and we wear a KN95 mask the whole time. So again, COVID's still real. Feel free to not go to the theater. This is not an endorsement saying that you should risk your life if you do not feel comfortable. So, but when you get a chance, we definitely think you should watch it for sure. It's great. It's great. So, that being said, it's time for spoilers. Here come the spoilers. I can't believe they were dead the whole time.
The dinosaurs ate them all up.
Okay, so
they finally ruled the earth.
I loved that the clone girl wasn't just a clone girl anymore.
Yes.
That they kind of, not necessarily retcon, I guess technicalities.
Revamped it.
Yeah, we got more information that made more sense. Right?
Yes.
I loved that. I loved the locust freaked me the F out.
Yeah, it did.
So weird.
He's like, what is that? What is that?
I did not care for that.
Why did they do this? Why? That's what he said every time they showed one. I was like, it's okay.
Why?
They're fake. They're fake.
I know, but because at first, before they tell everybody that they genetically engineer them to do that, I was like, so wait, because there's dinosaurs, did that awaken something that had been
the same thought went through my mind. I was like, oh my god, did dinosaur whatever just awaken this old butt locust?
I was thinking
or
Godzilla.
Grasshoppers.
I was literally thinking we were getting into Godzilla King of the Monsters territory. We're like, oh, it turns out because you've done this, all these other kaijus are now walking around. I was like, really? Wow, this is where we're going. Thank God we didn't. I loved the fact that the dude from Detective Pikachu was in it, Justice Smith.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. I was so happy to see him.
Didn't know he was going to be in it.
So happy.
Super exciting when he kicked the door open. I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
I love Dotson. I mean, I didn't love him, but it's cool that they brought him back from the original.
Yes.
That was amazing.
That was the nice callback.
Dobson's here. That's so good. Even though he's Tim Cook now.
He's Tim Cook from Apple.
I feel like he is definitely based off Tim Cook, but I feel like there's a bit of Elon Musk definitely merged in there.
Yeah.
I thought it could have felt more contrived than it did, bringing the old cast and the new cast together. I loved seeing that. I thought that was wonderful. Just how they all interacted with each other. I was really hoping that they would do the Chris Pratt is the kid from the first Jurassic Park film that Alan kind of does the whole raptor thing too. When they're at the dig site.
They almost like I was holding our breath. I was like, are we gonna admit,
I know you. It was like, you trained raptors. It's like, wah, 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 wah. Jeff Goldblum was full on Jeff Goldblum in this.
Yeah, I think the guy that directs it, I can't think of his name.
Colin Trevorrow.
I think he's just gotten used to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
And he's like, just do you, Jeff.
I mean, that's what you want.
I think
you don't get Jeff Goldblum to be someone else.
Because he tweeted out, Colin Trevorrow did, the director. He said, I'm going to really miss waking up to the sound of Jeff playing on the piano on the press tour. So, I mean, they just...
Yeah. They got along. The new dinosaurs freaked me out. That one bird thing.
Chicken sloth.
Dude.
As Lindsay, who cuts my hair,
it freaked me out.
She got this her favorite dinosaur out of the movie. She said, I love the chicken sloth one. I was like, which one?
I didn't know what the hell was going on. Like, I thought maybe it was a raptor, like the original raptors.
Yeah.
Because they had like feathers and stuff, but obviously it wasn't. And then when we saw the feathered raptor, which I don't know if that was actually, I don't know if that's actually raptor or not, but like it's obviously supposed to be like a raptor. That was freaky. And the Gigantosaurus felt a little underutilized, but I mean it was fun. Like it was, you have to have the new big dinosaur in it, and they did, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And I loved the end fight when the T-Rex comes through and actually does the Jurassic Park logo.
Yes.
That was amazing. We
got our branding logo right in the movie.
Dude, I know that's pandering, and I don't give a crap. It's so good.
Somebody finally did it.
I loved it so much. I thought Ellie Sattler was really good in it.
Yes.
I love that they broke her off from her husband.
Yes.
So
her boys are grown anymore. Her boys are grown.
So that her and Sam Neill could finally be together, as they should have been the whole time. They gave it to us, Maggie. They gave it to us.
That's what killed Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, I agree.
A little part of me died inside whenever I watched it for the first time. I'm like, him and Ellie didn't get married?
Yeah. And that was dumb.
It made me so sad.
Yeah.
Because as so many people have stated, at the end of Jurassic Park, those kids are falling asleep on him. They look at each other. I'm like, heck yeah. They're going to get married.
Like Donkey Kong.
They're going to get married and have babies. No. Yeah. They took that away from us in Jurassic Park 3. But now we got it.
They fixed it.
They won't have babies, but at least they're married. They'll be together.
Yeah, Blue
Blue
and Baby Blue.
Beta.
Love that.
Yes.
I looked at Maggie. I was like, how do they make a raptor cute?
Yes.
Like, how do they do that?
Cute.
And they did.
This is adorable.
Like,
yes.
It was one thing when it was Baby Groot, and then it was Baby Yoda, and now it's Baby Blue, and it's like, I don't even, how many more baby things are they going to do that I'm going to have to put money out for, because it's just abso-freaking adorable.
I mean, they did Baby Mr. Peanut, so.
No, that's where I draw the line. He caused COVID.
He caused COVID.
All right. Think about it. Think about it. Before Baby Peanut was around, everything was fine. Baby Peanut's born.
You put
Next
this
day
on the
we're
Planner's Nuts
Next day we're on
mascot?
lockdown. Next day we're on lockdown.
Oh, wow.
The world has sucked ever since he was born. Okay, the day he was born, everything went to hell.
You
all
have
right?
a vendetta against him.
Yes, I do.
Oh boy,
Maggie, think about it. The timeline syncs up. Okay,
I believe
ever
you.
since he was born, the world went to hell.
Anyways,
How dare you bring him?
Wet Gary.
Gary.
Wet Gary.
Yeah, Wet Gary was in
Wet
it.
Gary. That we just like we're like, who's Wet Gary? We found him on Twitter.
He's real.
He's
and he
real.
was in the movie.
It's a type of dinosaur. He is a Dilophosaurus.
No, it's not Dilophosaurus. That's the one that spits on Newman.
Oh yeah, which there's tons of those.
I'll look it up. Wet Gary. Keep talking about
Wet Gary. Well, we found him on Twitter, and Matt said that he wasn't real. He tweeted it out, and Wet Gary responded to him. He said, "I am real."
Wet Gary has 29 followers.
Aww.
They call me Wet Gary. I hope they don't cut my scene in Jurassic World Dominion out in theaters June 10th. I love this logo.
Wet Gary's Batman logo. Let's see.
He's so... What, you wanting to find where he talked to me?
No.
What?
No.
Oh, you're just trying to see what type of dinosaur he is.
Decorative Tom. Keep an eye out for a
Dimetrodon.
Dimetrodon.
It's kind of like a fin. It's like a fin. It's when they're in the
in the cave.
In the cave. In the cave.
Yeah.
And he was wet. So he's real.
Yeah.
He's real.
I mean, you guys went, Wet Gary.
It was Wet Gary. Up until they get to the island, or I guess it's a nook, or whatever it is now. Between the mountains.
Valley.
Thank you.
The Dino Valley.
Yes, Dino Valley. Imagine like a 1985 cartoon called Dino Valley.
I'd been all
and
about
it. It's dinosaurs at the mall.
Yeah.
It's like Beverly Hills, but it's dinosaurs.
I like that.
And like radical. And like one of them was like skateboarding. Yes, absolutely.
Another one rollerblades.
Yes. They go skydiving, and their friend Terrence is super good at it because he's actually a pterodon. Dude, there it is, man. They eat like pizza, but it's smoothies because they're healthy. Like, whoa, radical.
The spinach and apple smoothies.
Oh,
awesome.
This rocks. Get it? It's a rock. It rocks.
Oh my God. All right. Move on.
That's $1 billion idea, Maggie.
There you go. Let's
$1 billion for $1 billion years ago.
Let's do it.
So, I don't know. Before they got there, some of the stuff with Owen and all that wasn't as good as it could have been. I mean, it was good. It was fine, but the movie definitely got better once they all kind of got into that Dino Valley.
Yeah.
I wrote that down. That's too good. It's too
Dino
good. We
Valley.
gotta make this Dino Valley.
Somebody's gonna steal it.
Not trademarked. Sorry, copyright. Just did it.
I really liked the new character, the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked her.
She was good.
She was good.
The when they see the brontosaurus at the logging place, that was really cool.
Yeah, it was.
I'll be honest, I just really enjoyed seeing the dinosaurs all throughout the earth.
Yeah,
just wherever they.
I kind of feel bad for them though. Those in snow. I'm like, what you doing up there in snow, man? You need to check it on back to some sun.
Maybe they were fun.
I don't know.
Maybe they were fun.
One of them was asleep in the snow. Did you remember that? He woke up.
Oh, the brontosaurus.
Yeah.
I just meant all dinosaurs in general, existing in the world.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked how it showed the pterodons or pterodactyls flying around in New York.
Yeah, the nesting on the skyscraper.
Yeah.
That was rad, dude.
That was terrifying.
And then the blue whales talking to that one.
Oh, the megalodon.
That's cool. And like, what was it when
me.
they all took off in the sky, like the ducks and birds?
Oh yeah,
and stuff?
those the pterodactyls. Yeah, took off with them.
Yeah,
Didn't eat them.
They all got along, man. That's the thing. Is
coexist.
Like, yeah, life finds a way. You know. I love it when they're all like, "Don't move," and like Sam Neill and Chris Pratt's like, yeah. I don't know. Whole movie was great.
And then
Jeff Goldblum's daughter didn't show up.
Yeah, Matt was holding out that the pilot would be his daughter, and she'd start doing gymnastics.
She started doing gymnastics. It is on. It is so on.
Apparently he has 5 kids. Him and Julianne Moore Goldblum must have got
different women. I think he even said
women?
that. I think he even said that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought him and Julianne Moore just.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they broke up. That relationship wasn't. It was not well established.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she ended up with Vince Vaughn. They had much more in common in Lost World.
Oh, you can turn his head.
I guarantee it.
I guarantee it.
Scrooge McDuck. Bad guys? Anything you want to talk about the bad guys? Is that right? Do we think... I had a theory that... I forget his name, but the guy that's helping Jeff Goldblum. That ends up helping Ellie and...
Ramsey.
Ramsey? Was it Ramsey?
I think his name's Ramsey.
That he was actually like a genetically modified clone of Dotson.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought that's what they were implying.
I just thought they had an understanding. I don't know.
Well, he says that's not what I would do. And then he said, well, I'm not you. And like, it was kind of like, bum, bum, bum. Like, I thought that's because he is him. Like, and that's the point.
But there's been no other say about it.
He's like, he reminds me of me. He's just taller.
Yeah.
There was a few things in there that was like, oh, he's his clone.
Debunk this.
He's his clone.
Debunk this right now.
But then,
Jurassic World people.
But then they proved that she wasn't a clone.
Yeah.
And so I guess it doesn't work that way. So I guess like he's not.
Yeah.
But like, I thought that would have been cool if he was Dotson's clone.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to find his place in this world.
Oh, he had the shaving cream can.
Yeah.
Apparently he went to the island and dug up the mud.
Obviously you didn't read The Expansive Universe.
The Expansive Universe of Jurassic Park.
You mean to tell me you didn't play Telltale's Jurassic Park in 2013?
Something tells me you did.
No, I didn't. I watched a video about it.
Oh, you watched a video on The Expansive Universe of Jurassic Park.
Listen, it doesn't matter.
But the Barbasol can.
Listen, Beard Buster for life. All right. They knew what they were doing. They knew their audience. They're like, listen, we're going to get a lot of these stupid kids to like this shaving cream because of this movie.
Yeah, it's true.
And in 5 years, when they start shaving, that's what they're going to buy. And that was it. That's what I bought for way too long because my skin does not handle that shaving cream well. It actually handles shaving gel much better.
My dad uses that, I believe.
Yeah,
well, he used to.
That's because beards find a way.
Also, you can't use that stuff to shave legs with. It burns the far out of your legs.
Did you get the menthol version?
I don't know. It's like whatever Dad had. It smells like cigarettes. No, menthol cigarettes will smell like that.
All right. Anything else you want to say before we get out of this spoiler section?
I really loved how all the dinosaurs looked.
Yes, I thought they all
beautiful.
It was great to see Claire and Owen together. Mm-hmm. Those crazy kids trying to make their place in this world. Yeah, no, I loved it. Honestly, I think it was a good finale to the Jurassic series. Yeah. Actually, let's dip out of spoilers.
Dipping out.
Spoilers over. But yeah, just to wrap it up, I think it was a good finale for the Jurassic series.
Yeah.
I think that the way that they wrapped up the stories, I think the way that we finally got to revisit some storylines, I think it all kind of came together.
Yeah.
It was similar to not. I wouldn't say it was as good, but like it gave us some finality in the same way that like No Way Home gave us for those characters.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think this went a step further and actually gave us finality for the current characters as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I think if we don't get another Jurassic Park movie, this is a great way for it to end. It feels like a complete story. Way more than Jurassic Park 3 did.
Yeah.
And even more than Jurassic World. Like, Jurassic World almost felt like a requel or whatever you want to call it. So this definitely feels more like, okay, we're closing the book. Now, I do not expect this to be the final Jurassic Park movie. Now, whether or not, I don't know if we'll see these characters again, any of the characters in this movie. But this movie is making way too much money for Universal to just say, no, you know what? Story matters. We're not going to do anymore. That's not going to happen. All right. We're on our 10th
money matters. And we're going to make like 5 more of these.
We're literally on our 11th Fast and Furious movie, if you count Hobbs and Shaw. All right. So I mean, there's no way Universal is just gonna like, no, that's good. That's where we end things.
We actually need to make up revenue because our Marvel section of our park.
God, that's so dilapidated. It's awful. God. Heard Green Goblin and say, "Hey, is that a Batman shirt?"
I wasn't with you at that time because I went on the Hulk roller coaster.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It growled every time it launched. But definitely, I think we'll see a Jurassic Park of some kind.
Yeah.
Be it a whole new, like a restart of the franchise. Like I could see them rebooting it.
Yeah.
And being closer to like the book. I could see him, saying that, like letting that be the sales pitch behind it, like more authentic, I don't know. I mean, I don't expect it to. Here's the thing, okay? If Jurassic Park has taught us anything, it's that life finds a way. Nice. So, Maggie, let's move into our summer 2022 rankings.
Oh, snap.
Rankings. Currently, our summer 2022 movies so far, at number 1 we have Top Gun Maverick. Number 2 we have Chip and Dale. Number 3 we have Doctor Strange 2. So we are needing to rank the ones we watched earlier as well as Jurassic World Dominion. So let's start with the oldest first. Well, we'll save Jurassic World for last.
Okay.
So where would you want to put Fire Island? I think, given up against this list, Top Gun Maverick, Chip and Dale, Doctor Strange 2, I think it's definitely a 4.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll put, here. I'm going to write it down because I might have to realign it. Fire Island. Okay. And next we got Father of the Bride. Would you say, again, the ranking, Top Gun Maverick, Chip and Dale, Doctor Strange 2, Fire Island. So you're thinking Father of the Bride would go below Fire Island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Fire Island was at least a little more original. Okay. Father of the Bride. Okay. Next up, we got Night of the Coconut. It's good. I would put Night of the Coconut above Father of the Bride.
I agree.
Really? All right. So, number 5 is Night of the Coconut. Okay. And then, lastly, we've got Jurassic World Dominion. Now, earlier this episode, I made a statement.
Yeah, you did.
Where I said that
Are you sticking to your guns?
Better than Top Gun Maverick.
Is it your Top Gun now?
I'm going to say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to live free or die hard. All right. So I'm going to say number 1 movie of the summer so far is Jurassic World Dominion.
They're going to come for you, Matt.
Come at me.
They're going to come for you.
learned that from watching.
Oh God.
I'm the spitter dinosaurs.
No, the I can't say it.
Dilophosaurus. All right, so new number one.
It's a source.
Are you down? Are you down for that?
I'm down.
Are you sure?
Come for us.
All right. Jurassic World Dominion, number one. So the new ranking is number one, Jurassic World Dominion. Number two, Top Gun Maverick. Number three, Chip and Dale. Number four,
Doctor Strange 2.
Number five, Fire Island. Number six,
Night of the Coconut.
and number seven,
Father of the Bride. What a list.
What a list. It's ridiculous. Oh,
The
my
names
God.
of these movies, I swear, the 90s are just repeating themselves right now.
Oh my God, you're right. Jurassic Park, Top Gun, Chip and Dale, Doctor Strange, Fire Island, Father of the Bride. Yeah, it's just the 90s. The 90s.
The 90s.
Oh, man. Wow. Better than Top Gun Maverick. That's ridiculous. I love it. I love it. Which one will I buy first?
Jurassic World.
Probably.
If
they release
they
just
release
a bitchin' box set, all right?
Man.
What? It's the 90s. We gotta head down to Dino Valley. Whoa! Dino Valley. Got a Dino Valley. I'm drinking my smoothie, my rich smoothie, because it's Dino Valley. It rocks.
And there's a girl dinosaur that says, I'm from... Oh, yeah, I can't do it. Oh, no. I'm from the valley. Dino Valley.
There it is. There it is.
And there's one that goes, whoa, bruh. It's a megalodon. Bruh.
Did you guys listen to Switchfoot?
Did you see that? I can't say it.
I have no idea.
The Nar.
No. Oh. What up, T-Rex? That's his nickname.
I can't say anything else.
Bronto Bongo.
Just makes me want to watch that video.
All right. Hey,
That's
going to do it for us, everybody.
Oh, God.
We hope you really enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure and hit a like on the video. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. If you're listening to it on podcast, then be sure and rate us 5 stars and leave a review, please. We would appreciate it. If you are doing one or the other, go to the other one and do the other one, and just let it play for a little bit. And, it helps us grow. All right, helps us get more viewers. Means a lot to us. We really appreciate it. Remember, if you would like this show ad-free and extended, because not only did we review the Mountain Dew Baja Gold, but we're getting ready to do the big movie quiz.
Big movie quiz.
So definitely, if you are on Patreon, hang around. We're going to do that. For everybody else, thanks for watching. We will see you next week. I don't know what the topic of next week's episode is going to be, but we'll figure it out. So, thanks for watching, and as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
bye.